British parliamentary debating, or simply BP debating, is a debating style used in the World's and European University Debating Championships and is practiced extensively across many universities in the UK. It's the format we use here at the University of Sheffield. But what is BP and how does it work? Each BP debate begins with a statement called a motion. These are phrased in terms such as, "This House would legalise drugs," or "This House prefers revolution to reform." From here we find out what the debate will be about and which side each team will take. So what are the teams? BP debates are comprised of four. They are called opening government, opening opposition, closing government and closing opposition. Government side is always for the motion. They unconditionally support what the motion says. Opposition always opposes the motion, trying to disprove the government case. But what does opening and closing mean? The opening teams are the first to speak in the debate. This is called the opening half. The closing teams come after, and that's the closing half. Despite some being on the same bench, all teams are competing against each other to win the debate. But how many people are in each team? Each has two speakers, and each team will go back and forth in each half. For example, opening government's first speaker gives the very first speech of the debate. After this, opening opposition's first speaker will respond with their speech. Opening gov's second speaker will then respond with another speech. And then opening opposition's second speaker will respond for the final time. In closing, it's the same. Closing gov's first speaker will respond to opening opposition and lay out their case. And then closing op's first speaker will bring out theirs. Then closing government's second speaker will respond, followed by closing op's second speaker. Usually these speeches last 5 or 7 minutes depending on the tournament format. When giving a speech, a speaker on the opposing bench might raise their hand or say POI. Essentially, they're just saying, "Can I rebut you on what you just said?" You can take the POI or decline it, but it's often good to take one as it shows you're willing to engage with the other side. You should take at least one to impress this lot. These are the judges, and they decide who wins the debate. After the debate finishes, the judges will deliberate for about 15 minutes and then call everyone back in. At this point, the head judge, called the chair, delivers the call and ranks each team from first to fourth. They will give oral adjudication, telling each team what they did right and what they did wrong. How do they decide who wins? Judges look out for a few things: well-made logical arguments, why some arguments matter more than others, successful rebuttal, engagement with the motion, and quite a few other criteria depending on what happens in the debate. Want to learn more? Take a look at our other resources, or better yet, come down to Sheffield Debating and give it a go.